My name is John Rylatt. I'm a Chartered Architect and Director at Dwell Architecture and Design in Scanes Hill. We're Chartered Architects. We specialise in residential projects, working with homeowners and small developers, delivering a full architectural service. I have a small team, there's 5 of us in total, and we work together to deliver great results for our clients. So at the time I met Tim and started working with him, we'd reached a junction, I guess, in the business. We were 9 years in. We started off with a business plan, which Tim says is almost unusual, but we were working through that. We'd reached the point where we'd kind of achieved what we set out to achieve. We had started to build a brand and a reputation locally for our services, which were at that time entirely tailored to working with homeowners in extending their homes, doing new kitchens, doing open plan living spaces and building new homes for people. And we were looking for the next challenge, and there were several options on the table, and we were seeking help with which one would be the best way to go, and moreover how we'd go about shifting our focus without undoing the good that we'd already done, to open up new markets. We've developed a new strategy to shift our market that Tim was instrumental in helping us define, and moreover in helping us map out the route to achieve that. We have been monitoring finance, cash in, cash out, debtor days and things like that. We've got a very clever dashboard on the computer that tells us how much time we're spending working on projects and how that relates to our budget estimates and our fee quotations. Working with Tim, however, has made me much more vigilant in monitoring that process, and actually making time to do that rather than it just being something that's interesting and happening in the background. I've worked with Tim for probably 18 months, I think, during which time we've increased the size of the team very successfully, with a new starter who's been absolutely superb. One of the early things that we realised from really working into the business was that we were very stretched, and I was, which is typical of a small business, handling too many roles, and as a result of that the critical business management functions were being delegated to second position, which causes its own problems. So understanding that it was purely a lack of resource in one respect enabled us to address that and relieve some of the pressure. In terms of the results that we've seen, turnover has obviously increased, as you'd expect with another team member delivering project work, but more importantly I think our margins have improved quite considerably, which is a result of improved efficiencies in the processes that Tim's helped us to implement. We worked a lot in forward planning with Tim, particularly for financials. I'd been of the position that because the job that we do suffers from so much third-party interference from planners and those sorts of things, we don't know whether a project is going to run full term or stop short. So having had many years of trying to develop a clever spreadsheet or a clever way of working out what we were going to get and when we were going to get it, I'd actually given up because it seemed to be a fruitless task. Tim encouraged me to look at that again, which we did, and are now, having migrated from smaller to larger projects, has given us the opportunity to be a bit more forthright in terms of our forward planning, which obviously is helpful in knowing how much money is going to be in the bank at the end of any given month, and enabling us to make decisions on resourcing for future growth. If you're struggling or even not struggling with issues in the business, I think it is definitely worth taking advantage of Tim's initial consultation. Very quickly, I'm sure that he will give you the confidence that you need to progress with him, to solve those problems that you've got and generally improve your position.